So I feel like in the learning video, I think I put the emphasis on the right things, but I'm not sure if it is clear how what I said will translate well into how it feels in real life to do this. So I've got my app, my flashcard app ready here, and let me go through and tell you what I've done. I'm going to show you me learning 50 words in whatever amount of time this takes. So I want to learn 50 words, but I'm only going to do it one way. I'm only going to do it, Spanish word and then English word. So normally you would do it both ways, where like if you see the word español, um, you know that means Spanish, and then if you see Spanish, you need to say it's Espanol. But you would have to do both anyways. So I'm only going to do one of those to show you the method, because the method applies to whatever. It applies to any type of thing you want to do. It's just that flashcards are really like it's just very simple and straightforward. The other thing I want to emphasize before we begin is that I am going to is that part where I said on the first 5 flashcards you don't, like, what is it called, ruminate on it. You just you just in your mind set the intention of, okay, I see this card, memorize it. Okay. And you'll notice that I don't ruminate at all on anything. So you get very used to that uncomfortable feeling of having these 5 things that you don't know yet, and that feeling of like it's just it can sometimes it's a very strong feeling of like I have, like, it's this tension you get when you see these cards you don't know but you want to know them. So but you ignore the feeling, or you just sit with the feeling. It doesn't don't pay it no mind. On a flashcard, don't ruminate. Just 1-2 seconds. I intend to learn this. Move on, and then as follows. What follows is do the method, which is the gaps and the combining of groups and whatnot. And the gaps in this, though, you'll notice that for the next however many minutes this takes me, or hours, I won't be taking any gaps. But that's because I won't be taking any breaks. But that's because the gaps those breaks are accommodated by the method itself, which is that when you go through 5, the 3 at the beginning that you got correct are it'll be 20 seconds since you've seen those, and then I start the next set of 5. So you'll see what I'm saying. That was probably not the greatest. Anyways, I'm starting recording on my phone, and I'm not going to get the pronunciation correct. That's not the point. I have 50 Spanish flashcards here. That is not, and I've never seen these flashcards before. As I was processing them to put them in the app, maybe I saw a couple words in Spanish, but I have no idea what they mean. These are all words I've never seen before. These were like the 350 to 400th most common Spanish flashcards. So I haven't seen these before. I didn't prepare at all for this other than putting these flashcards into my app. So let's hope that this goes swimmingly, because I had to code some stuff for my app to get this to work. So yeah, so I think I'll just start the recording and show you what's going on. Okay, so here we have my app. If you've never seen it before, this is an app I wrote. Maybe I should put myself to the side or something, and then put my phone on another side. Edit my phone into another side or something. Let's do. Yeah, let's. Which is better? This probably seems warmer. Okay, so here we have my phone. And you can see I have all these different groups, and so I have this 1 through 5. I have these just groups of 5. So again, I've never seen these words before, so I'm going to start and going to go through all of them. And again, as I mentioned, normally you would do it every which way kind of either interspersed or once you're done. So like right now I'm seeing the Spanish word and then I'll see the English word. But normally you might want to do you can do all 50 in one way and then do all 50 the other way, like English to Spanish, then Spanish to English, and then hearing into knowing the English word and vice versa, to English word to speaking or something, but we're only doing one way here. So, and the app doesn't do text to speech yet. So I'm going to pronounce it wrong. That's not the point. The point is the method, okay, of memorization. So I think without further ado, we should just start. So yeah, let's see if I can do this, how long it will take me to do this. So it's 7:49 right now. Let's begin. Okay, test. Lugar, stead. Lugar, stead. Plano, plain. Posible, possible. Oro, gold. Common, common. Oh, I wrote that I got them correct. Okay, no, I was supposed to be tapping incorrect. Okay, but it doesn't matter. Test again. Lugar, I don't remember. Stead, incorrect. Plano, plain. Posible, possible. I mean, this is just easy. Oro, I forgot. Gold. Common, common. And then you could see the app shows me the ones I got wrong, the ones I marked as incorrect again. So lugar means stead, and then oro means gold. Okay, so I got those correct. And then I'll just do it one more time, even though I feel pretty confident. So begin test, lugar, stead, oro, gold, plano, plain, possible, common. Okay, so now we move on to the next group of 5. So now we move on to 6 to 10, and then we select all of these and test. Hace, ago. And I'm marking these as incorrect now. Mil, thousand. Risa, laugh. Maravilla, wonder. Maravilla, wonder. Seco, dry. Hace, ago. Mil. And you don't try too hard on each one. If you can't remember it for 2 seconds, just go. Just mil, don't remember. Thousand. Risa, don't remember. Laugh. Maravilla, don't remember. Wonder. Seco, ago. Fuck. Hace is ago. Mil, thousand. Risa is don't remember. Laugh. Maravilla is wonder. Seco, dry. Yes. Risa, laugh. Boom. See, there was a really uncomfortable moment in there. For like a minute, it was very uncomfortable. And it's because we're doing 5 flashcards, but it's on purpose, okay? Then we'll do this, we'll test on those again. Hace, don't remember. Ago. Mil, thousand. Risa, don't remember. Laugh. Maravilla, wonder. Seco, dry. Hace, it's almost embarrassing. I still remember. Ago. Risa. Laugh. Hace. I literally don't fucking remember. Ago? Yes, ago. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Wait just a few seconds. Now again. You see, that probably seems weird that I just waited a few seconds there, but that's on purpose. Hace, ago. Risa, laugh. Mil, thousand. Maravilla, wonder. Seco, dry. Okay, now we will combine these 2 groups. So we combine the 6 through 10 group and the 1 through 5 group. So now I'm doing a test on all 10. So begin test. Hace, ago. Risa, laugh. Lugar, don't remember. It was kind of too long since the last one. Stead. Um, that's really you have to find your own personal finesse of like, okay, this, you know, because it was too long ago since I saw Lugar, so I needed to see it earlier. Oro, gold, possible, common, seco, dry, plano, plain. I hit show too fast, but it was obviously plain. Maravilla, wonder, meal, thousand, Lugar. I forgot. Stead. Okay. So, um, hit this one more time. Test. Begin test. Lugar, stead. Seco, dry. Plano, plain. Risa, gold. Fuck, laugh. Common. Maravilla, wonder. Possible, gold. Thousand. Hase, ago. Risa, laugh. Okay. Wait a few seconds again. You know, we're already on 10 and it's been like pretty not very long. So Risa, laugh. Lugar, stead. Possible, Maravilla, wonder. Thousand, Hase, ago. Common, plain, dry, gold. Okay, now boom, we've got it, baby. Now we go and do, but again, there's that discomfort, and you have to admit to yourself when you can't remember it. It doesn't really do you much good to force yourself to remember it, like to just keep trying for 10, 20 seconds or a minute or whatever. If you can't remember it after a few seconds, admit you got it wrong and just see it again. And because even if you do remember it, like if the argument is that if you remember it after like thinking for 30 seconds, that it makes a really strong connection in your mind versus having seen it, that's still not time efficient because you wasted 30 seconds or whatever, when you could have just seen it. And then the next time you see, like, it's just it doesn't add up in my opinion. Anyways, we're on, let's do the 6 through 10 and 1 through 5 again. Um so let's test ourselves on that. Risa, laugh. Lugar, stead. Maravilla, wonder. Possible, plain, gold. Ago, common, thousand, dry. Okay? So we got those feel good now. Like I could probably remember those for 30 minutes. So then we'll do 11 through 15. And again, we have to go through facing this uncomfortable feeling. Fuck, my app is not working. Okay, there we go. Okay. Equiparar. Equate. Juego. Game. Forma. Shape. Comprobar. Check. Corrió. Ran. Equiparar. Don't remember. Equate. Juego. Say game. Forma. Shape. Comprobar. Check. Corrió. Ran. Equiparar. Don't remember. Equate. Juego. Safe. Game. Game. Comprobar. Check. Corrió. Ran. Equiparar. See, and it's like embarrassing that I still don't remember this, but that's how this goes. Like, and it's honestly like somewhat on purpose. So, equate actually, I remember. Juego. Game. Comprobar. Check. Okay, test, and then wait a couple seconds. Like, we could go right back into it, but I'm gonna wait a few seconds on purpose. Begin test. Equate. Juego. Game. Forma. Shape. Comprobar. Check. Koryo, ran. Okay. And then it really is also feeling based, like how well, on average, for those 5 cards, how well do I think I remembered them? And if I don't feel so strongly about it, if it wasn't immediate, then I just wait before moving on to another test, before moving on to a different group of 5. So when you get a group of 5 just straight in a row, that's when you want to move, like that you feel you could do it quickly. So equate, game, shape, check, ran. So boom, like that's because I was very quick on that one. I will move on to the next group of 5. So I'm gonna go to 16 through 20 here, and then select all, test, Neve, snow, calor, heat, trido, brought, señorita, miss, caliente, hot, nieve, snow, calor, heat, trido, brought, señorita, miss, caliente, hot. I already knew caliente. Well, a little bit. Neve, snow. Calor, forgot it. Heat. Trido, brought. Calor, heat, trido, brought. So you could see the ones you got at the beginning, again, as I said earlier, it's accommodated by, like the weight is accommodated by these last 2. Anyways, test. Neve, snow. Calor, hot, heat. Trido, forgot, brought. Señorita, miss. Caliente, hot. Calor, heat. Trido, brought. Okay. And then now I'm gonna go back to the old 5 because I'm worried we're getting to the point where I'm about to forget them. So that would be 11 to 15, and then select all of them. Test, Wego, game, Choreo, ran, comprobar, check, forma, shape, equiparar, equate. So I almost forgot those ones. Like I could feel it. I was just barely, like I was 5-10 minutes away from forgetting those, I think, or maybe 20 minutes. But you get the point. Like that now, those are way stronger just from that one thing I did just now. Those are way stronger in my mind now. But anyways, I'm gonna cancel that. Go up. I need to make a easier way to do this in the app. I need to add a workflow to make this easier. Anyways, test, calor, heat, trido, brought, neve, snow, señorita, miss, caliente, hot. Boom. Okay, now we combine the groups. So 11 through 15, all, test, test, begin test. Calor, heat, trido, brought, neve, snow, forma, shape, equiparar, equate, choreo, ran, juego, game, señorita, miss, caliente, hot, comprobar, check. Okay, and there's another thing to note here is that when you're studying a group of 5, your mind is getting used to that specific group. It like forms a context around that specific group. It knows it's in that context, right? So when you do break into this group of 10 now, combine the groups into the group of 10, it forces your mind to not depend on the context of those cards and says, hey, no, you need to memorize it under any context. Okay, so now we make the group 10. at that point, your mind is like has to open up a bit and be like, okay, we gotta remember this in a wider context. Now I'm gonna do a group of 20. We're entering the big leagues, huh? That was cringe. I'm sorry. Select all these. So, and then 6 through 10, select all those. Now we are testing ourselves on a group of 20. And I'm betting that I'll get a couple wrong. Maravilla, wonder. Lugar. I know this one. I don't know. Stead. Trido. Brought. Senorita, miss. Risa. Laugh. Choreo. Ran. Hase. Ago. Possible. Gold. Equate. Common. Dry. Game. Plain. Check. Shape. 1,000. Heat. Hot. Snow. Lugar. Stead. I got one wrong. One wrong. So I started 49. It's been 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's been 15 minutes, and I've already been able to do a group of 20. I've already memorized 20. And if I do this a couple more times, that'll last like several hours, that memory. And then if I do it one more time, now we're talking days. So basically, and those tests will only take, like you saw, I just did a test in like 20 seconds. So doing a further test will only take like 20, like 2 minutes doing those 3 more tests I'm talking about to enter the space where you'll be remembering these for days. Those tests will only take like 2 more minutes. So 20 flashcards one way, so you'd have to do the other way too. But that took 11 plus 5 minutes. It took 16 minutes for 20 flashcards, okay? So let's test it one more time. Lugar, stead, possible, common, ago, check, game, plain, gold, Trido, hello, Trido. Didn't remember, brought, laugh, ran, hot, shape, miss, snow, 1,000, dry, heat, equate, wonder, Trido, brought. Okay, boom. So now I'm gonna move on to 21 through whatever. So 21 through 25, I'm going to select all these and test. So, but the common theme here, the thing I really want you to understand is that my mind, I feel uncomfortable this whole time. Like there's that moment of just like, oh, what is it? Like, I don't know what is it? And you just have to admit to yourself. And as I've done on video several times where I said, I'm embarrassed that I don't remember this yet because I've already seen it 4 times. It feels embarrassing that I didn't remember it yet. But that's on purpose. That's on purpose. You know, maybe 4 is optimal. Maybe 3 is optimal. Maybe repeating each one in your head 10 times before you move to the next one is optimal. I don't know. But the common theme here is you are intentionally in that zone of discomfort. In your mind, you need to get used to it. You need to be okay with just being like, I don't know what it is. Like, just get used to it. Okay? And then you can do it. But now we'll begin this new test, which again, it feels, almost feel it in your chest, like, oh, new test, like 5 new things I'm shit at. 5 new things that my brain doesn't know how to do. But it's fine. Just get used to it. And when you get used to it, and when you also get used to sensing how you feel, and really sensing how you feel, and just moving past it, and also sensing how you feel about like how long it takes you to remember one, how strong you feel in your mind that that connection is made, and basing what you do next off of how strong you feel it is, like whether you move on to a new group or whether you wait a few seconds and start a new test right now on the same group. When you start getting good at that, you'll be really quick, okay? So I'm probably going to start talking less because I'm getting these points across. But anyways, Leonard, Phil. Distante, distant. Si, yes. That is not the 350th most common word. Are you kidding? Traer, bring. Pneumatizos, tire. I accidentally marked those as correct. Lenar, bring. Fill. Distante, distant. Si, yes. Those were easy. Traer, bring. Traer is bring. Numacitos, nachos. Tired. I was completely wrong on that one. Lenar, fill. Traer, bring. Numacitos, tire. You can see, I can feel my mind starting to speed up a bit. But also, maybe it's because there was those two that were easy. Maybe starting with a group of 3 is the optimal. Maybe groups of 3 is better than groups of 5. I don't know. You do you. This is just what I found works for me and what I like. I feel that once I get into the swing of things, it optimizes that feeling of discomfort all the time, and that's what I'm looking for. Is that feeling of discomfort constantly? Because if you're too far off, like if you just have literally no fucking idea, your mind won't be uncomfortable. It'll just be like, I have no idea. I have no sense of responsibility in this because I have no fucking clue what any of these mean. You know, if you're doing 50 words right from the jump, you're not gonna feel uncomfortable. But it's that zone where you almost know it. That's where it's uncomfortable, and that's where I'm trying to be. So for me, that zone is here once I get into the swing of things. But for the first 20 flashcards, I wasn't really into the swing of things, but now I'm kind of feeling it a bit, so let's continue. Lenar, bring. Fuck, I marked it as correct. Let's start again. Traer, bring. Numacitos, tire. Lenar, fill. Distante, distant. Si, yes. Okay? And then at this point, I'm going to do... I'm just going to do it again. Traer, bring. Numacitos, tire. Distante, distant. Si, yes. Lenar, fill. Okay? So now I'm going to do the 0 through 20 one more time. So 1 through 5, all. And then 6 through 10, all. 11 through 15, all. And then 16 through 20, all. Test. Okay? Traído, brought. Lugar, fuck this one. Stead. Stead? How is stead in the same zone as yes? Plain. Ago. Wonder. Snow. Miss. Gold. 1,000. Shape. Equate. Common. Ran. Check. Laugh. Game. Heat. Hot. Dry. Possible. Stead. Boom. Okay? Cancel. And then let's do 20 through 25 one more time. 21 through 25, I mean. Okay, and this will just be a quick one. Bring. Lenar. Fill. Tire. Yes. Distant. Okay? And I should probably be saying these out loud as I go, but also that's something you also do when you do the hearing portion. You know, when you hear it, you know, I'm just trying to show you the method right now. So anyways, now we'll do 25 through 30, 26 through 30, I mean. Okay. Pulgadas, inch, pulgadas, inch. Entre, among. Idioma, language. Pintar, paint. Al, este, east. What? That must be al este, east. So my script fucked it up. I gotta get my charger. Oh, my charger is on my table. No, where is it? To get all these words into the flashcard app, I did I wrote a script to process all of them, so I didn't have to look at each one. And it was based off of splitting it by spaces. But so hopefully there aren't too many like this. So al este is east. Test again. Pulgadas, inch. Entre, around or something like that. Among. Idioma, language. Pintar, paint. Al este, east. Entre, among. Idioma, language. Pintar, paint. Okay? Wait a few seconds. And during these few seconds, you don't need to think about the words. You just go. You just sit there. You literally just fucking sit there. And again, it's not an emotional break. It's on purpose. It's to introduce some challenge, to get you to that discomfort area. Entre, among. Idioma, language. Pintar, paint. Pulgadas, don't remember, inch. Al este, east. Pulgadas, inch. You know what? I totally forgot. I wrote this fucking app, and I can fix this. How did that escape me that I could do that? Al este, east. Pulgadas, inch. Pintar, paint. Entre, among. Idioma, language. Okay, now we go and do the previous one. So again, I'm not like specifically, I don't have some specific plan. This is based off of how well I think I remember the previous one. So if I felt like I remembered the previous one extremely well, I would merge the groups of 10. But I feel like it's been long enough that I might have forgotten the previous group. So, and I think that's the group 21 through 25. So I'm just gonna do it quickly. Because again, it's really fast. Tire, distant, fill, yes, bring. Okay, so see, that was really easy. Like to just do that, and then now I can go to 20. I should have just selected them all. But because I just did that, I want to wait a little longer before I do the group of 10. Because I just did that, it's so fresh in my mind. I want to wait a little longer and introduce that discomfort on purpose. So now we'll do 26 through 30, all, test. There we go. East. Pulgadas, inch. Pneumatizos, tire. Traer, bring. Idioma, language. Distante, distant. Entre, among. Lenar, fill. See, yes. Pintar, paint. Boom. Okay, now that was so easy. We're gonna do 0 through 30. So that'd be 1 through 5, then 6 through 10, then 11 through 15, then 16 through 20, And then I think that's all of them. 21 through 25, yeah, they're all selected. So now we will test on 30. And this is going to be uncomfortable. I'll probably get like 3 wrong or something. Lugar. Phil. I meant to get that one. I clicked correct on that one. Al este, east. Traído. Brought. Possible. Common. Ran. Paint. Shape. Laugh. Language. Ago. Fuck. I need a code away in the app to fucking undo incorrect, because the way the app also works is it shows the incorrect ones first, and then once you get past a certain score, it shows the rest of them randomly sorted. Okay, and that works out. Because if you start to test it, you see the incorrect one first, it becomes easy, they're obvious, and then they go into the random zone eventually. Ago. Game. Heat. Miss. Gold. Hot. Pulgadas. Inch. Distant. Snow. 1,000. Plain. Wonder. Among. Fill. Triad is bring. Equiparar. Equiparar is equate. Yes. Comprobar, check. Pneumatizos, tire. Boom. So I got 2 wrong there, I think. And at this point, it becomes clear that it would be so much stronger at this point if I was also studying the other way around. But again, I just wanted to show you one way, seeing Spanish, thinking of the English word. I just wanted to really simplify it so that you could see the method. You could do any which way you want. Like when you're done with a group of 5, then do the Spanish to English. We could even do that for the remaining 20, but we won't. But you could see that would strengthen the English to Spanish one as well. So you could do it any which way you want. But the point is, you devise your method based off of intentionally being in that uncomfortable space. That's the point, okay? For me, that's what works for me. Anyways, let's do that test one more time. Lugar. Stead. Common. Mil, 1,000. Risa, laugh. Choreo, ran. Lenar, fill. Traer, bring. Forma, shape. Equiparar, equate. Antara, among. Nieve, snow. Calor, heat. Traído, brought. Oro, gold. Oro, caliente, hot. Pulgadas, inch. Al este, east. Maravilla, wonder. Sí, yes. Juego, game. Hace, ago. Distante, distant. Señorita, miss. Idioma, language. Pneumatizos, tire. Plano, plain. Seco, dry. Comprobar, check. Comprobar, pintar, paint. Posible, possible. Okay, it's been 30 minutes and we've remembered 30 words. Okay, so now we do 31 through 35. Ruda, wheel. Quedarse, stay. Curso, course. Nada, none, nothing. Multiplicar, multiply. Ruda, rough. Wheel, ruda, wheel. Quedarse, stay. Curso, course. Nada, nothing. Multiplicar, multiply. Ruda, wheel. Quedarse, stay. It's weird. It's like if I say them out loud, I remember hearing the word. So I remembered that. There's also something to be said, I don't know the optimal. Wheel, quedarse, stay. Curso, course. Nada, nothing. Multiplicar, multiply. I don't know the optimal because it could be that groups of 3 are better. I've said this already. Sorry if I'm being annoying, but I just wanna help people understand where I'm coming from. I'm not sorry. Fuck you. I take back my sorry. I'm sorry for saying fuck you, though. I'll give you a sorry on that one. Like, I don't know. I feel that when because the reason I'm doubting I'm not doubting the general technique, but the specifics of it, where it's like two. If there are 3 words that are obvious to me because they're similar to English, the other 2 become really easy to learn. But then the thing is, if you're only going to do, then you might say, okay, well, then a group of 2 might be optimal. So, but if you're only going to do a group of 2, it's weird because you're sitting there and you just see the same 2 words over and over again. There's no time for you to become uncomfortable. That's why the other 3 are there, So, and so when you really get in the zone, it starts going faster and faster, and then the group of 5 becomes optimal. But maybe a group of 4 is more optimal at the beginning when your brain isn't going as fast and it's not used to memorizing things so much. Okay? So, whatever. Test. Ruda, wheel. Quedarse. Stay. Nada, nothing. Curso, course. Multiplicar, multiply. Okay. Now we will do the 36 through 40. Test. Decidar, I can guess that means decide. Objecto, object. Azul, green. Blue. Fuerza, Ferrari. Force. Completo, complete. Full. Azul, blue. Fuerza, force. Completo, complete. Full. Decide. Object. Blue. Force. Full. Okay. 30 through 35. 31 through 35, I mean. Nada, nothing. Multiplicar, multiply. Curso, course. Ruda, wheel. Quedarse. Stay. See, and I want to make a note on mnemonics. That was the perfect example. Mnemonics? Like acronyms that mean something to you. Like with piano, it's fucking the big brown cheese ate the fat fuck or whatever. It's stupid. Mnemonics are dumb because from there on after, it's like for north, east, southwest, never eat soggy waffles. Like they taught us that in school. I still do that. I'm 26. Do you know how stupid that is? And I still do that because they taught that when I was a kid. Don't do that. If you want to actually learn something, don't find some indirect way of learning it. Learn it directly. And that's uncomfortable. But if you learn it directly, you won't have to depend on stupid shit like that. And that's what just happened. Remember the one where I said stay? What was that? Quedarse. Quedarse means stay. I only remember that one because I remembered saying the word stay. And because of that, I just now in my mind, went through the process of, oh, this is the word that I said out loud. I'm remembering it because kedar say sounds like kedar stay. And then say, but I'm not advocating you do that. I don't like that. The fact that I'm remembering that word because it sounds like another word, I don't want that. I want a direct mapping in my mind. So I'm saying that mnemonics are stupid. Ruda, wheel. Nada, nothing. Multiplicar, multiply. Curso, course. Quedarse, stay. Okay? Then we'll go back to, what was it, 36 through 40? Were we already on that? Decide, object, blue, force, full. Stay, full, multiply, nothing, wheel, object, force, blue, course, decide. I need to add like a select all in this group category thing on my app to just like say select all in here. So, because this is fucking annoying. 6 through 10. 6 through 10, 11 through 15, 16 through 20. But compared to other apps, this is extremely fast. So, 16 through 20, 21 through 25, 26 through 30. What if I accidentally hit cancel there? 31 through 35. 36 through 40. 40 words, test. Begin test. Pintar, paint. Distante, distant. Oro, gold. Al este, east. Calor, heat. Equiparar, equate. Entre, among. 1,000. Nieve, snow. Caliente, hot. Objecto, object. Traer, brought, bring. Maravilla, wonder. Lugar, stead. Stupid word. Stupid because why? I rarely ever use that word. Maybe it's a mistake. I don't know. Game. Curso, course. Quedarse, stay. Pneumatizos, tire. Decidir, decide. Comprobar, check. Multiplicar, multiply. Why did I take a long time without a plane? Force, nothing. Wheel, dry, blue, possible. Ran, full or fill? Fill. Forma, shape. Risa, laugh. Idioma, language. Common. Traído, brought. Sí, yes. Pulgadas, inch. Completo, full. Hace, ago. Señorita, miss. Traer, bring. Okay. We're at 39 we're at 40 minutes and I've already remembered 40. And this was me talking in between a bunch. I'll tell you this, that me talking was not optimizing the gaps. Even though it's good that there are gaps, me talking is not optimizing it. 41 through 45. And I think if you do this and you don't do it as fast, I think the problem, and I mean this, is that I don't think the problem is like quote unquote smartness. I think the problem is you I think most people won't be able to face the discomfort. And they will try too hard to remember a word, or they will ruminate for too long on words, or they will slow down because they're uncomfortable, and just open your mind. It's okay. Open it up. Open it up. Island? Whoa! Pie? Pie? Foot? Dang it. I was hoping that one was pie. Pie? Foot? Luna? Moon. Profunda? Profound? Deep. Superficie? Surface? Pie? Foot? Luna? Moon? Profunda? Deep? Superficie? Surface. These were kind of easy because it's fucking so similar to English. Isla, island, pie, foot, luna, moon, profunda, deep, superficie, surface. 41 through 45, 46 through 50. Barcode. Boat. Preba, test. Registro, record. Ocupado, busy. Sistema, system. Barco, boat. Preba, don't know, test. Registro, don't remember. Record. Ocupado, busy. Sistema, system. Preba, don't remember. Test. Registro, don't remember. Record. Preba, test. Registro, record. Barco, boat. Preba. And one key thing of the way the app works is that it randomizes it because all of them have the same score. But once there's a score disparity, it shows the incorrect ones at the beginning. And that's kind of intentional because right now, if I saw the ones that I just saw at the beginning, it would be a little too, I don't want to see them right away, and then I would have to take a 3-second wait. But because I have it randomized on the first, when all the scores are the same, which is when I just got them all incorrect at the first round, then it gives me that gap. Somewhat. Breba. Now, because I said all that, I don't remember this one. So, test. Registro. I record. Ocupado, busy. Sistema, system. Breba, test. Registro, record. Okay, now we'll go back and do 45 through 46, no, 41 through 45. So, Luna, moon, profunda, deep, superficie, surface, isla, island, pie, foot. Okay, that was fucking easy as shit. Okay, now we'll go back to 46 through 50, and we'll do prueba, test, registro, record, barco, boat, ocupado, busy, sistema, system. Okay, now we will do 41 through 45 in a big group. Okay, prueba, test, registro, record, pie, foot, superficie, surface, profunda, deep, sistema, system, ocupado, busy, isla, island, barco, boat, luna, moon. Okay, now we will test ourselves on every single card. 11 through 15, 31 through 35, beam, beam, team, All 50 words. There's a bug with my app. So I'm going to select them all from the beginning again. So 46 through 50, 41 through 45, 36 through 40, 26 through 30, 21 through 25, 16 through 20, 6 through 10, 1 through 5, 31 through 35, 11 through 15. Hopefully that's right. I'll probably get 3. I think I'll get 3 wrong on this one, or less. Bring. Record. Deep. Foot. Brought. Wonder. Shape. Among. Common. Boat. Multiply. Equate. Ago. Heat. Lugar. Stead. Choreo. Ran. Comprobar. Check. Señorita. Miss. Quedarse. Stay. Prueba. Test. Lenar. Fill. Ocupado. Busy. Risa. Laugh. Plano. Plane. Curso. Course. Luna. Moon. Juego. Game. Pintar. Paint. Fuerza. Force. Caliente. Hot. Oro. Gold. Distante. Distant. Nada. Nothing. Posible. Possible. Decidir. Decide. Al este. East. Rueda. Wheel. Objecto. Object. Idioma. Language. See. Yes. Pneumatizos. Tire. Sistema. System. Nieve. Snow. Superficie. Surface. Completo. Full. Almost tricked me on that one. Spanish. Island. 1,000. Pulgadas. Inch. Seco. Dry. Azul. Blue. Oh, dude, I got all of them. I got all of them, baby. So, how long did that take? That took 51 minutes. Took 51 minutes. So I'm stopping the recording now. Took 51 minutes. I feel like I didn't say that, you could do this method with handheld written flashcards. You could do it with whatever quiz fucking website. You don't have to use my app. I should have said that. Anyways, though. So now, from now on, what would be the process? Just look at this in 10 minutes, then after that, in an hour, then after that, just before you go to bed, after that, when you wake up, after that, before you go to bed, after that, you don't need to see them anymore. You got it. So, test yourself on all 50, maybe 5 more times total. And that only takes 1 minute per test. That's 5 minutes for 50 words. How many words do you need to be fluent in well, okay, you also need to do Spanish to English, but that should take about 50% of the time if you're doing it as you go. If you do a set of 5 English to Spanish and then do that same set of 5 Spanish back to English, or once you group them into sets of 10, then you go back and you succeed at that group of 10, then you go back and do the first group of 5 but Spanish to English now, and then the second group of 5 Spanish to English, and then do that group of 10 both way, Spanish to English, and then do it English to Spanish again. But I'm just making this shit up as I go. And that's the point. Figure it out for yourself. Just fucking think. Just think and pay attention and just fucking try to figure it out for your fucking self what works for you. That's the whole point. Is if you just pay attention to your emotions, to the way you feel, to what's going on in your mind, to the fucking words. If you pay attention, you can revise the process and get faster and faster. Okay? The other thing that is important to note is that I probably didn't emphasize in words yet, but I implied heavily, is that you are doing one thing at a time. You are doing one and one only. You are narrowing, just like with the piano thing, you are narrowing the space as much as possible. As much as possible. And in the case of flashcards, that means doing one thing at a time. My friend one time was studying like rocks, and he had to know the scientific name of the rock, some description about the rock. He had to see a picture of the rock and memorize it. So those are 3 things. You only do one of those at a time. You only do rock name to description, and then description to rock name, and then rock name to image, and then image to rock name, and then description to image, and then image to description. And that sounds like a lot. That sounds like it's 3 times 2. That sounds like it's 6 times the original, like just doing one mapping. Like if I wanted to do Spanish every which way, it sounds like it's 6 times the work, but it's not, because when you have image to rock name and you have rock name to description, you have image to description. But also don't route it through that. Actually, for that case, it doesn't matter if you route it through. But you see, so it maybe takes double the time to get everything, right? So maybe I could memorize every which way for Spanish in 2 hours. The reason Chinese took so long is because I was learning to write the Chinese, because I had to take this test. If you're just learning Chinese and you want to go to China, I don't think you need to learn how to write it and all the stroke order and everything. But that was very time consuming with Chinese, because you have to remember so many, just the only one I remember is sure. So that's like this or something. And so there's so many strokes. And so, but with something like Spanish, you don't have to remember all that. I guess you could try to remember the spelling of words. So, each stroke could be considered a single character in the alphabet, I guess you could say. So if you want to try to remember the spelling of words, but that's also probably not that necessary, because actually it is, because you're going to be typing to friends if you make Spanish friends or whatever. So yeah, in terms of spelling, I don't know. Like I feel like Spanish is so similar to English that you don't need to worry about that. But you get the point. If you were to try to learn the spelling, all you would have to do is show the English word and then try to spell it. So I'm trying to remember if there's anything else. Yeah, I think that's it. So hopefully and I was talking a lot through that. That might if I was just in my own zone, and when you get faster and faster after you do it for a while, it really speeds up, trust me, or at least maybe the perception of it speeds up. Maybe it's not an actually speed up and you just perceive it going faster. But if you do this every day, if you do like 50, what I was going to say is, this is 50 words. How many words until you could get anything you want out of a situation in Spanish? Probably 1,000, okay? You could do 1,000 in like 2 weeks if you wanted to. Seriously. If you had the willpower, you could do 1,000 in 2 weeks. Now, can you speak Spanish after that? No. You have to implement it into real life. And you can do that in a similar manner, with a really directed, narrow manner, But you figure it out. The biggest part of that is you just throw yourself into the fray. And that's one of the big ideas here is you're just constantly throwing yourself into the fray, just facing the discomfort, watching yourself, paying attention to your emotions, to the mind, the process, to the words, everything. You're paying attention to all that, noticing it, and facing discomfort, throwing yourself in. If you keep doing that, you will learn extremely quickly. And a couple weeks, I speak fluent Chinese, but what that means is I speak conversationally. Like, I can't read ads, I can't watch TV. If someone's talking about painting their house, I don't know what they're talking about. By fluent, I just mean I can get whatever I want out of a situation, out of a person, you know. And if I don't understand something, I can get them to explain it in Chinese, you know. And I only know 1,000 Chinese words or less, even. And so it's really not as hard as you might think to do this. And obviously there's grammar too, but you would learn grammar is in the same way, you know, in this very narrow manner. I get it, this rote repetition, it might seem difficult, like, to understand how you apply this to more complex things, but it's really the same process, because the mind is doing the same thing regardless. It's just doing these context mappings. You know, it maps one context to an output. And so, or like, it maps an input context, or an input concept to input context to an output concept? Is that what it does? I think that just might be what it does. But anyways, like, I don't have specifics for you on how to learn the grammar, on how to learn the hearing, on how to learn the speaking. The point is just fucking do it. And now you know about the gaps. Now you know about the discomfort. You can use those in whatever you choose to do to learn whatever it is you want to learn. You can use those tools, the gaps, the discomfort, the grouping, the constant increasing of difficulty. Yeah. One thing I will say is it's very effective to go through the full thing that you learned that day right before you go to bed. If you do the test of 50 right before you go to bed, boom, you're golden. Okay? And I feel it. I feel I can do that test again right now, even after this 10 minutes talking. I can do it and maybe get 1 or 2 wrong, or even 0. So there you go. Good luck. I hope that was informative, and have a great day.